Hi, I'm Dr. Athena Paradise at Portland Natural Health, and welcome to Talk with the Doc. I'm talking today about probiotics, which are bacteria that are helpful and healthy for your body. I want to share something from one of my favorite books, The Belly Fat Effect by Mike Nutzel. And I've had the honor of studying with Mike for a number of years. He's an incredible researcher, clinician, and just all-around great guy. This is his new book. So I just want to read that living throughout your intestine are more than 100 trillion bacteria from some 40,000 species that collectively have a metabolic activity that exceeds the liver. So these little tiny gut bugs running around are doing more metabolically than your liver actually is. These intestinal microflora also contain their own genes, 3.3 million of them, which is nearly 140 times those of our own genome. These genes direct over 6,000 unique metabolic functions. So without these bacteria being present and exerting their genetic effect, our systems would not run properly metabolically. And how well our system is running metabolically affects how well our brain is working. Why are they here? Because this massive microbial genome or microbiome gives humans many physiological functions that would otherwise be unavailable. From assisting the release of intestinal hormones that regulate appetite, augmenting digestion, and extracting energy from ingested foods, to synthesizing essential vitamins and protecting us from ingested pathogens, bad bacteria. The 3-pound microbial organ is essential to our survival. So what a shocking idea that each person, each human being has over 3 pounds of bacteria that help our bodies function and run well. I love working with probiotics, and one of the things I've recently come to understand very clearly is that every strain of probiotic is like an individual person. They each have, you could say, their own social security number. And that number identifies what they affect in the body. So for instance, I brought these three just as an example. We've got happy gums, happy ears, nose, and throat, and happy belly. So the bacteria, the probiotics in each of these products live and affect just that area. So happy gums, those bacteria live right in your mouth and your gum area, and they help heal or prevent periodontal disease. Happy ears, nose, and throat are the bacteria that live up your nose, in your ears, at the back of your pharynx, and help prevent any kind of ears, nose, and throat problems. They eat up and fight with the bad bacteria that can cause sore throats or ear infections. Okay. And then happy belly is actually a blend of a few different kinds of bacteria that are specific for gut health and mental function. And the reason that those are connected is that neurologically, enzymatically, hormonally, there's no separating the brain and the gut. There are very clear nerve pathways through the vagus nerve, so information from your gut is always shooting up and being given to your brain. Information from your brain is directly connected and feeding back to your gut. And anyone who's been alive on Earth and had stress at some point knows this. When you get stressed, what happens? Your gut clenches down, right? When you get more relaxed, what happens? Everything feels better, everything works better. You don't digest your food if you're in a state of panic. All that energy is going to other places. And even far beyond that, you know, all of the enzyme messages. And I was studying with Deanna Minnick, who's an amazing PhD researcher, and she was talking about how putting a bite of food in your mouth and holding it there for just 3 seconds sends all these messages to your brain, and the nerves there directly connect to centers in your small intestine and start telling those centers which enzymes to pump out in order to digest the food. So let's say you take a bite of pate. you'd start pumping out enzymes to digest fat and to digest protein. Or you take a bite of a cracker, then you're pumping out enzymes more to digest carbohydrates. So she also talked about how just blessing your food for 3 seconds enlivens and awakens all of those areas and gets them working well. So you can really absorb the nutrients from your food more profoundly. Okay, but we digress. Back to probiotics. Taking probiotics is important on a regular basis. What I have patients do when they start is they take 1 probiotic a day for 2 months. And what that does is it really anchors it into your system, lets the colonies develop, and helps build them up. Once you've had them every day for 2 months, then you just take them 3 times a week. And what that does is just, gives a new inoculation every once in a while and keeps those colonies healthy and alive. So it is something you want to do on a continual basis, but it's not something you have to do every day after the first little while. If you want any more information on probiotics, look on our website under the resources section, and you can find some articles and information there.